Hi guys, Tracy Andox. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be recapping my favorite show, Married at First Sight. This is episode 12, season 20. So let's get started. But before we do, I did want to mention I have a second channel. If you're a true crime lover, please go visit me over there and catch up on some great true crime stories and true crime documentary recaps. Adam compares Marissa to one of his exes in front of the entire group. Can you even imagine? It's all about Adam, and the others are in total shock. They all call Adam out on his selfishness. Obviously, compromise is necessary with these two. I mean, they can't just continue to have the whole world revolve around Adam. Marissa is certainly not happy about the situation, and one of her worst days that she's ever had is one of Adam's best, which shows you how absolutely disconnected they are and how Adam is completely unaware of Marissa's happiness. Philippe and Tori haven't had an argument yet. Philippe is looking for fault in his beautiful bride, and he can't really find any. I mean, is Philippe drunk? He's acting really strange at this dinner party. I suppose they're all a little bit intoxicated, but the way he's talking about being worried about if he's going to be faithful, I mean, expressing your fears is fine, but those are some big words. And to say it in front of your bride, I'm not sure if I can be faithful, is not the sharpest move. Tori acknowledges Philippe has some work to do, and it has nothing to do with her. So he needs to go and do the work on his own. Philippe says he likes sleeping with a lot of women. He can't help it. That's just what he likes. He liked his lifestyle, and everybody is like, why did you even join the show if you weren't really looking for a monogamous relationship? I think he wants a monogamous relationship on the woman's part, but he wants to go and play and do whatever he wants. And I think he's just trying to sabotage this relationship because he's scared. He really likes Tori. And that's what people do sometimes when they fall in love. They want to see, is this person going to stick around? But I don't know. It's a little early on to be creating that kind of drama in your relationship. I really think Tori at this very moment is starting to reassess this relationship. Is this the right guy for her? I mean, she really loves his family and she really likes him, but all of this recent talk about wanting to be a playboy is not going over well with Tori. He's going to blow it and he's going to regret it, and everybody in the group tells him so. Bella Jolie is a ride or die for Mecca, and this is a beautiful relationship that's developing. Mecca's starting to get really comfortable. He has so much support from his wife, and he's starting to get out of his shell a little bit and show everybody who he really is, which is extraordinary in my opinion. Nick talks about he and Courtney to the group. He finds her to be uncomfortable with his openness. I find her to be very uncomfortable with his openness about the relationship. She starts to get agitated. He's trying harder and harder. Courtney's trying harder, and Nick notices, and he's really happy about it. And so he's telling the group. Mecca calls Courtney out about her body language, how she had her back to him last dinner party. And she's just really not very warm and fuzzy around Nick. And whenever he says anything she doesn't like, she kind of lashes out at him. And when anybody calls her out, she turns it around on Nick and lashes out. And this is brought to everybody's attention by Mecca. And sure enough, what does she do? She turns her anger on Nick like she always does in front of everybody. Cameron and Michelle's positive relationship is starting to rub off on Cameron's professional life. He says he's finding himself happier, so he's finding himself to be a better coach. And this is what we all want in a relationship, is for it to make us better people. Cam has fallen in love with Michelle, and he wants to make it work, so he's going to figure out the logistics of it all. He's not going to give up his dream. He's going to make his dream happen and his bride happy all at the same time, and I know he can do it. Devin doesn't feel like Caitlyn is even the least bit into him. I feel like she's starting to turn the corner. Maybe it's a little bit too late, but it's just not enough for him. Now remember, he's probably used to women throwing themselves at him. He's an athlete. He's very good looking. And this has been a little bit more challenging for him. I'm just not sure if he's up for the fight. Now, Caitlyn is really surprised that he says this. She thought that they were doing so much better, having fun together, and they have been. But he's talking about, in general, the struggles that he's had with the relationship. And she takes it really personally. She's really sensitive. And she's like, so are we just gonna like shit on this relationship right now and me? And he's like, no, that's not what I'm doing. And I love how he turns to her and faces her and says, I hear you. I'm sorry you're uncomfortable. I'll change my delivery on this topic so it's a little easier for you. And I'm like, that's pretty amazing. He doesn't get confrontational with her. He doesn't get mad at her. He just says he's going to adjust his tone and the way the conversation is going. What more can you ask for? That's fantastic. But she's hurt and she is surprised. Now, Tori is none too happy with her husband, Philippe, after his disclosure of how he wants to continue to sleep with women, or at least he misses that, or I don't know what he said, but he basically said he was happy before, sleeping with lots of women. He doesn't know if he can change that about himself. Well, that was like the absolute worst thing that you could say to Tori. And she's not feeling him right now, and it shows, and he's worried about what he said.
And you know what's weird is I didn't even remember that I cheated until it came up 2 years later.
You forgot?
I shit you not.
I'm definitely gonna have the best marriage out of anybody here, but if I were a betting man and I had to, let's just say, pick people that I don't think are gonna work out, it'd be Felipe, no question about it.
I cheated in 2018. I haven't done it since.
That you remember.
Well, hopefully lessons learned.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna cheat on my wife, so. But it is.
Was giving you that layup.
Maybe he'd had too many cocktails, but if this is how he really feels, then he should not be in a marriage with anybody. I think the way he said it was just so jarring. Why say that in front of your wife? Nobody wanted to hear it. Everybody was really upset when he said that about Tori right in front of her. This is a major red flag. The worst red flag in the situation, as if wanting to sleep with other women isn't bad enough, is the fact that he's unaware that that would affect his wife and hurt her feelings. Completely unaware. Doesn't know what he did wrong. Absolute Peter Pan syndrome. Devin and Nick are both pretty much in the same situation. Both their girls are pretty cold. They're not openly affectionate, which is what they both want and need. Caitlyn is really trying to get Devin to focus on the positive. And I get what she's saying. He has a tendency to talk about what's going wrong in their relationship instead of talking about what's going right. And Caitlyn says when she takes inventory of their relationship, she's always focusing on all the positives, and she just doesn't understand why Devin can't do the same. She says if he's going to continue to focus on the negative, then she's out. She's not interested in trying to continue this relationship. In so many words, that's what she said. Sean claims Nikki is now showing up as a wife. She checks in on him. She cooks for him. She grocery shops for him. You know, nobody's really buying this sudden change between the two. Like they're all in. Like, if we can work on this part of our relationship, the physicality will grow. No, it won't. You're either physically attracted to somebody or you're not. And clearly, she's not attracted to Sean. She's made it very clear. This is just fakery going on, and everybody can see right through it. Devin even says, well, look, Sean and Nikki were doing really bad, and look at them now. They're like the #1 strongest couple. No, they're not. How could you possibly be buying this? They are so not the happy, perfect couple that they're portraying. It's so fake and phony. If you don't see it, I'm worried for you. Sean calls her bougie, and that's fine. He's bougie too. He shows her his apartment. She shows him hers. Her place is really nice. He can definitely see moving in there. I mean, she has a place for the shoes. The first floor you're not allowed to go to the bathroom on. I mean, she's got her rules, but the place is gorgeous. It seems kind of reasonable. I mean, could I possibly be wrong about Nikki and Sean? Could they actually end up together and have a long, successful marriage? I don't think so. I don't see in any alternate reality that could ever be possible. But could I be wrong? I could be. I've been wrong about couples before, but I tell you, if that happens, it will shake me to my core. I will have to question everything about myself and my life, and we'll see. Cam and Michelle go to his place. It's clean, it's nice, it's really very comfortable. It's a man cave, maybe needs a few female touches, but he's a pretty put together guy. And I think Michelle likes all the signs that it's giving. He's much more grown up than Adam by far. Compatibility has been called into question after Marissa and Adam have their pickleball day, let's call it. Why is he on such overdrive with everything that he does? His need for excellence for himself and everybody around him is a bit intense. He talks about all the things he had to do when he was a young boy that he didn't want to do. Hours and hours of piano, becoming a Boy Scout. I mean, maybe now he's saying, no, this is what I want to do. I want to play pickleball and I want to jet ski. So not only am I going to do it, but I'm going to do it as best I can because I love it. I'm going to do it as many hours as I can. And my girlfriend and wife is going to be doing it with me. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Not with Marissa anyway. She is not feeling as intense about pickleball or any of these hobbies that he has, jet skiing. She just wants to chill, have a cocktail, maybe do some traveling. They are not aligned in lifestyle. I don't even know if a compromise is going to satisfy the both of them. It would have to be such a huge compromise, and I just don't see it happening. But I know Adam wants it to happen. I know he would be really bummed if things don't work out with him or Marissa because he really likes her a lot. But he's a pretty selfish guy. Maybe it's time for him to change a little and to think about the other person for a change. Cam is so comfortable and connected to Michelle. He loves sharing his childhood memories with her. And he's showing her around Portland, but he's not trying to push it on her. He's just trying to allow her to discover what he likes about it and why it was a great childhood for him and how they could have a really good life there like he did. And she's starting to see it. They're talking about their future, and Cam has made it very clear he's found his person, and I really believe Michelle's found hers too. I hope and pray this works out. Philip actually thinks that there's nothing wrong with his relationship right now. He can't understand why Tori is upset. Tori sits him down And she really has to point out why she's having such a hard time with his behavior. She doesn't have time for it. He needs to show up more. He needs to stop talking about his glory days to her. She's not finding it cute, and it's not making her feel very good about the relationship. And he's shocked. He can't even understand what she's talking about. He's really shaken. You can see it on him. And maybe he was drunk. Maybe he doesn't remember. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to take responsibility for his bad behavior. But he knows he needs to step it up if he wants to keep that girl around. Shauna, Nikki. That was so Freudian of me. Boy. They're really trying to push the whole sparks are flying between us. It's so stupid. Nobody is buying it whatsoever. The more they do it, the more we all realize that this relationship is going to crash and burn. It's already crashed and burned. This is all just fakery now. All right, you guys, I hope you loved this episode. A lot going on. Everything's kind of changing. Everything was kind of like status quo, and now things are like turned on their head, and the couples that were doing great are not, and we'll see what happens going forward. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.